The fourth section then is the child and mission. And here's where we introduce concepts of the 414 window. Most of my students haven't really explored missions very much, so we talk a brief history of missions and the child in mission, a child in Christian thought in missions over the generations. But then looking at current missiological concepts like the 1040 window. Well, there's lots of children in the 1040 window, and very, very needy children. Evangelization or reached versus unreached. There's a lot of unreached children. The 414 window itself. The Great Commission, which is often viewed as something simply for adults. Well, children are people as well. Children are part of ta ethne, the ethnic peoples of the world. And so how do we incorporate them? So we have mission principles and we zero in then on mission to the child. One of the things I'm very attentive to in the child and mission is making sure that we don't exploit the child as we're doing mission. Simply because they're receptive doesn't mean that we're careless in our mission strategies. In fact, I believe we have to be even more careful and more sensitive as we're doing mission with children, that is, people from non-Christian backgrounds, even more careful than we are with adults. Every parent would say that the child belongs to me and my faith. We would feel the same way. We don't want people coming into our homes and evangelizing our children for Islam or Hinduism, that sort of thing. So we have to be very, very careful. And so we talk about lots of cautions and the ethical considerations in cross or cultural or more interfaith evangelism of children. We're not just there to fill up our nurseries and our Sunday schools because children are receptive. Very, very careful to make sure that we do it in an ethical way. God is not a divisive God. God is not an impatient God. Our methods and our objectives have to be biblical. And doing the right thing in a wrong way is never right. So we're always very, very careful about how we do mission amongst children. But at the same time, we also know that they are receptive. And not only, again, are they objects of mission, but they're also agents for mission. So the last part of that section will look at the child's agency from Scripture and from lots of examples as well about God speaking directly to children, using children even today.